ago we mentioned about the Britannia and the ship going across the Atlantic on that first voyage. And I did say she'd fit into one of these lounges. Now, if you imagine 6 feet behind those curtains to the blackboard here, that's the length of the first ship to sail across the Atlantic. That isn't very long. If you consider from roughly here, I would say, to those windows, the rough width of the first ship across the Atlantic. Really, no thank you very much indeed. With 200 people, cow, livestock, cargo, no, I wouldn't, I mean really, it's quite small. But here we are now in the double room. Now the QE2 originally was going to be a 3-class ship and it was called the Q3 project. This originally would have been your 2nd class ballroom and upstairs would have been your 3rd class. But after build, they decided thank you very much to stick to the 2-class ship, hence we were left with a double room. Now, really it hasn't changed much at all in structure. There was a sweeping staircase going up here to a lookout area where you have our Q2, for example, prior to 1972. As we said, the shops didn't exist. Then you would have Cartier, Gucci, H. Stern, Louis Vuitton, Harrods, the high-end shops there, and now we have Dubai Duty Free, who've been with us for about a year now, and they open until 10 p.m. But going back now to the structure of the room, we had a horseshoe staircase in here from 86 to 94. That was then taken out, and they preferred then no stairs at all. This was your 2nd class cabaret and ballroom dancing area, then the whole thing would transfer down to 1st class in the Queen's room. And in 1986, the name changed only to the Grand Lounge. It remained so ever since till the end of service. And in 1992, this was purely then the cabaret area, and downstairs purely ballroom, apart from New Year's Eve, and everybody frankly danced everywhere. But on this stage, we've had Elton John, Liza Minnelli, Aretha Franklin, Shirley Bassey, Tom Jones, even my good self, calling quizzes and bingo, who performed on that stage, and the odd pantomime here and there, on the World Cruises especially. Yes, we did. And if you imagine where the speakers are there, just in front of that is a small table and 3 chairs. That is where I celebrated my 21st with my mum and dad all those years ago when they were alive. So a beautiful memory in that regard. But as I say, I think it's beautiful they kept the whole curtain situation. I mean, that's exactly as it was. The carpet's the same, and you can see the full 105-foot width of the ship. And when dressed for the occasion, particularly New Year's Eve as it will be stunning indeed. But I would like to leave you with a couple of points, if I may. We say in our training, we are living history. I suggest we were, we are, and we will be. If I'd have come on here 17 months ago now, and this would have been a neon hotel, with the greatest of respect, I would have flown straight back to London. It's a history that has kept the QE2 alive, and the history, I hope, very much will in the future. Thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been a pleasure to show you around my home, shall we say, and I would like to thank you for coming on the set. Very much indeed. Thank you so, well, if you have enjoyed it,
I've got to write the memoir.
I've got to write my memoir. Well, I think if I do, it will be like, what time is the midnight buffet?
Yeah, that's a
brilliant
title.
So I just have a question. How did Dubai end up getting this?
Well,
was there sort of a bidding process?
I think if we're absolutely honest, it was probably down to with finance. I mean, it cost an awful lot to upkeep it and buy in the first place. When the ship was bought for $100 million, which it was, I mean, it was sold with everything with it, knife, fork, spoon, plate, the works. So I think Dubai probably for finance, also nautical, but if we're scratching everything away, she needs money. You know, to keep this thing, it needs an awful lot of money, and probably that's one of the reasons, you know, if I'm honest. And I mean, it's an international airport hub, so I mean, that's good for people coming in that regard. And we've seen, you know, a lot of past passengers, a lot of people who haven't been able to expend the time or money to come on, who are now doing so, which in that regard is lovely. But, you know, it's fantastic just here living in that regard. And as I say, we do have the pavilion open now, which is lovely for you to have a walk on even now after the tour. But as I say, if you did enjoy it, it's Pete. If you hated it, it's Sebastian. But there we are. Do have a lovely time with us, and thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Indeed. Lovely to see you again. Lovely. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
sir.
Thank
Happy New
you.
Year.
Happy New Year. Gosh, it doesn't seem possible in January, does it?
Thank you.
Thank you.